Hello everyone, today we are in the bathroom. We have made a few repairs here in the bathroom at the Surveyor Legend 19 BHLE. Basically I've been working on plumbing, so we'll start with that first. We've been having some random leaks in different places. One of them is under here, the sink. The other one has been in this closet. I don't know how many of you have ever... Well, I guess all of you that have the Surveyor would know about this closet. Under the closet there's like a little wood panel that goes here. That panel's now gone. And we had a leak in this here. Let me see, turn this light on. Let's see, there it is. So we had a leak on the left there. I went ahead and just changed that fixture out completely to a different one. I'll try to go out there and see if we can see the new fixture. But I changed a few things in here, rerouted a few things, and added a few things. So the things I changed here were these T's. There was a leak here, and there was a plastic T, so I put in a brass T. And there you see it. And I reclamped everything. And to clamp these things I used these rings, 1/2 inch PEX B, I think it's PEX B rings, and this PEX crimper. It's all messed up because it sat here when the water was leaking. But it's a crimper a cheap one that I found on Amazon. It was like 25 bucks with a bunch of rings. It works pretty good. I also added a bunch of valves here in case there's ever a leak while we're camping. We can just turn the water off and not worry about it until we get back home. And just rerouted some of these hoses. This one was a little kinked, so I rerouted it a different way, and there's another video where I talked about that beforehand on how it was kinked. So I did that. And another important thing that we did was put in the valves here in the bathroom. And again, in case there's a leak up on the sink, I put these valves in to protect the trailer if there's a leak, I guess, in the sink, or stop us from wasting water if there's a big leak for whatever reason. And they also put a valve on the toilet, because the toilet has also been the place where things have leaked. The connector behind the toilet has leaked. We put in a bidet. The bidet leaked before, and so now we've since changed the bidet to a different type of bidet. It's pretty cool because it's integrated into the seat, and it has a soft close lid, so that's pretty cool. And there you can see the bidet. It shields itself or shrouds itself, I guess, when it's not in use. And it has the handle system or the control system on the side. One for one and one for the other. I would turn it on, but I'll probably spray myself. That's one for the front and one for the back, and you see it comes out and goes back in. It's not electric, so just driven by water pressure. And that fits this toilet. Another thing I did was actually change the whole bottom end of the toilet. I didn't record that because, there's no point to doing that. It's pretty self-explanatory when you get the instructions. But we were having some leaks on the side here. And the spring, I was messing around with it, and the spring just broke. I don't know what happened. The spring broke like this handle or this foot flusher. And it was a mess, and the leak still wouldn't stop. So I just went ahead and bought the whole bottom piece. It was like 50 bucks, and changed it out. And I also changed the fixtures in the back of the toilet. Actually put a valve here for PEX valve for the bidet, because it was different than the bidet we had before. And I changed the connector for the toilet to a brass one. And I'll put links to these things on the comments or in the description. But yeah, these are little things that, one has to do sometimes with Forest River products. I had a GeoPro before, and it was the same thing. There were like random leaks that would appear in those connectors, and we just had to deal with it. But now everything works pretty good. No leaks. I left the pressure on. And no leaks, so we should be fine. And, oh yeah, back to the sprayer. Just to show, actually no, sorry, we gotta go back to the faucet. So I put some valves in the faucet, again, because there were leaks, and one of the issues that we've had is the kids use the faucet, and they turn the water all the way up on the faucet. And this is a nice faucet. We replaced the faucet too. It's a nice Moen faucet. It was nice, I guess. I'm not sure what happened to it since, but you know, it flows water quite a bit. It flows a lot of water, and that's not good when you're camping, when you're limited in water. So I put these valves to kind of restrict the water pressure that goes to that, and I don't think it's affected the toilet very much, which is good. Let's test it. Let's see. Oh, I guess it did affect the toilet a little bit. Oh, I might have to rethink where I put that valve. So yeah, I might have to put another valve. Just, you know, discoveries, I guess, what we're talking. But the cool thing about this is that I guess I'll put a valve. I'll put another valve up here. I guess I shouldn't have put this valve here. I shouldn't have put this valve here. I should have put it up here. But I guess I'll just I'll do that right now. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. So yeah, so the reason I put these valves, again, it was with the intention of reducing the pressure that goes up to the faucet. And that's worked pretty good, because now, as you can see, that's as much water that comes out, hot or cold, from the faucet. So hopefully that stops the kids from using up all our water if we're not connected to water. Hopefully that gives somebody an idea of ways to save water, conserve water. And I'll open the valve just so you can see. If I open the valve all the way, we'll just open the hot. This is a normal flow. Oops. And now it's this. So we can, you know, adjust that as needed. Again, the goal is not to waste water. And also, the less water that you have coming out of there, the less will be splashed all around this area. The kids already made a mess, and some of this is already lifting into this cheap countertop stuff, but I've since resealed it, you know, very dramatically, and that should not come off. It's a nice GE silicone this time, instead of, like, I guess the caulking that Forest River must have used, and we should be good to go. So you know what, let me show you guys the faucet. So I changed the quick connector that comes with the Forest River products to this new system. It kind of looks like an air hose. Let's see if I can get to focus on that. There. It looks like an air hose. I kind of had to get creative with it. And let's plug it in. It's nighttime right here. And it's a little different than the one that comes originally with it. The one that comes originally is plastic. This one is metal. And it just clicks in. And for those of you that have this, you'll see there's a big difference. This one flows a lot more water. Oh, I closed the valve inside. Let me pause this and go open the valve and come back. Alright, so I just went back inside, opened the valve. And you know what? Let's just connect it all over again. So I'll disconnect. You push on the sides there to disconnect it. And it comes out pretty easy. Whoops. Well, I got a shower. I should have emptied some of the water first, I guess. Or I guess there was air in there still, because I just opened the valve. So just push it in. It's loading up with water, and there it is. And now we're going to disconnect, and that's it. So hope that helps somebody. If If you have any questions, drop me a line. More than happy to answer them. And other than the mistake I made there with where I put the valves, you know, this has worked pretty good, and we hope to waste less water. And yeah, again, if you have any questions, let me know. Thanks.